Alright guys, this is Docm with another Minecraft. You heard it! And today this is episode 11 of the 4th season of the Minecraft World Tour, and we are in the middle of hashtag World Tour Week. Yeah guys, so I needed a beacon, so I went ahead and killed a few wither skeletons. Woohoo! Oh yeah! Yay! Owned the wither. And made me a beacon. Yeah, and here we are now. We have a beacon. Actually, with the looting 3 sword I had, it is not a big deal, and yeah, I thought I'd gear up a bit. I'd be shiny. I gotta show you something down there in the chests. I have so many diamond pickaxes. It is unreal. It's like, I don't know. It's amazing. So I decided, okay, I can use some of my diamonds to repair my shovel here and repair all my other stuff a little bit. Just for the sake of it, because I need to do something with the diamonds. Almost feel guilty with all the pickaxes we have. Yeah, but yeah, wanted to get this beacon, and you see the reason for it down there. You can see the Guardian Temple is nicely carving out more and more below. Let's jump down and have a look. I've been able to put down more sand overnight, and try out some areas. It is a tedious job, I have to confess. I think I made these segments a bit too wide. 4 seems to be a good number. This one was a pain in the butt. So yeah, I stopped for now because it kept refilling a bit. I have to make it slimmer a bit or drop in more sand. But yeah, I've been removing sand walls. You can see some leftover torches here from my removal of the sand. And basically, it's pretty cool actually if you are in here, like doing your thing, and then you're done, remove the wall and you want to get out. You just do that. You dig out one block and then this cascade goes up, and you basically can use the water coming down to swim up again, which is quite cool. So you don't need any ladders and stuff to do this job around here. Let's eat a golden apple. I used the notch apple to fight the wither, which was kind of fun. I think I never did that, so it played out really well. I took the notch apple, a normal regen potion, because the regen of the notch apple didn't last too long, and then I was just basically standing there firing away and then drinking a milk bucket to get away of the wither, or get rid of the wither effect in the end, and that really worked. Where did the sand block now go to? Let's use this for now. We can get it back later. So yeah, this is how you get out there. And yeah, I fought him only with my shoes on, basically. But yeah, with notch apple, that works out well. So that's that one thing. Also, the basement is doing a good job. I've been able to farm a bunch more bones, but I definitely need a mob farm. But yeah, any mob farming endeavor in this area here is tightly connected with our guardians here. The more I block off here, I already can feel it from at the spawn rates below. The more I block off here and give them less chances to spawn, the better our spawn rates get. Also, what is quite an issue, and it's an old known issue in Minecraft. You see them, a lot of squids spawn in here, and those guys go nuts about the squids. That they hate the squids. JL did an updated version of the squid farm, by the way. I don't know if he released the tutorial yet, but he told me yesterday in TeamSpeak that he wanted to do a cool guardian farm, or guardian based squid farm, because some of the squid behavior changed. They don't get flushed down that nicely anymore in squid farms, in case you run such designs. So in any case, they kind of target the squid here all the time. And that you can really feel that in the frame rate. Sometimes it just picks up, and we have some nasty lag spikes here and there, which is quite annoying. Alright, but yeah, I installed more stuff. I'm glad you like the scale here. Some Redstone experts also commented on the wiring here. You could save some up. There is some more cost efficient way to do it. Yeah, I found it out later. I could have maybe saved 1 or 2 comparators in this line here if you do it slightly different, but I think it's not that bad. What I did though is instead of using normal blocks, I have note blocks now back here. And yeah, the note blocks are tuned differently. I mean, you know, just going up the scale, and yeah, whenever one of the lights triggers, also a little sound is played now. Nothing fancy, just a little acoustic signal, and I think it's nice. It fits nicely here in this scale display, and I thought I'd implement that too. And yeah, that's that thing. And yeah, I want to show you something. Look at that. I've been hanging out here a bit. I couldn't resist. I've been trading and selling more food and doing that for a while. And the thing is, you know, I can also get clean pickaxes because I can get them so easily. It's not even a waste to just do this, you know, take 2 enchanted ones you get from the villager, merge them together, and you basically get a clean pickaxe, which you then can use to repair all your other pickaxes. You know, I did that with that one here. So it doesn't affect your enchants in any case, because sometimes, you know, some enchants just don't go well together and you replace them and so on. So you want to have some clean pickaxes for repairing purposes as well. Like when I finally get a silk touch pickaxe again, still need to make it. Oh, but yeah, we could actually go and make one. I got the levels and all. So yeah, that's that. Pretty crazy. Here some other tools I got from him, just because sometimes the trades were locked. Next I should get, this is a toolsmith, I should get a weaponsmith. From him I could get axes, and then we're pretty much set. Maybe an armorer, you know, for diamond chest plates and so on. That would be cool. And yeah, I wanna show you something I did recently. I had some night vision on when I was coming up from there, and it looked really cool how everything looked around me with night vision. I wanna do that real quick, but before I wanna show you some more mechanics of the design here. First of all, I had to extend the food storage here. We got, you know, some stacked chests now. I was trading a little bit, cleared some of the chests, but below here we can already see filling up. It was full, all chests were full when I started trading, so that's pretty crazy and works really well. And here I got a new redstone line, and I'd say, yeah, I should go to spectator mode. That just proved to be the best way to show you the redstone. I got a lot of positive feedback about that from you guys. Whoop, we got targeted here. Whoa, 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 careful. Stop. So yeah, I'll definitely keep on doing that. Also, once again, I want to say thank you so much. This time you even liked the last episode more, and you know, to do me a favor. I know that, and thank you very much. Keep on doing that. It is very, very awesome. You know, even for a long time YouTuber like me, that is what keeps you going. You know, it's just, yeah, the feedback and love you get from the people. I saw a question, I quickly want to talk about it. I saw a question by a guy said, man, I never can pull off these epic builds and stay with it. So, oh, we got a missing block over there, as it seems. That is really bad. I need to fix that. Villager cannot fall out. How did that happen? What? Whoa! Hey! What the hell? So the thing is, you know, it is way easier if you have so much love from people coming in and yeah, giving you feedback and telling you that's good, keep on going. That is a thing that keeps you motivated a lot. That's all I can say. That makes it way easier, you know. Then if you're just grinding away for yourself, I can imagine sometimes it might get a bit boring over time. I can understand it. So that's quickly wanted to refer to that. But now let's go to spectator mode, and I want to show you the quick redstone additions there. Just some small stuff, but very, very useful for your breeder. I suggest you should do that too if you build this design. Right, so I want to quickly explain to you what's going on, because it's important for your villager breeder, I think, to make it more automatic and safe. And yeah, I know you guys don't love the super lengthy redstone explanations, but I think with the spectator mode we can do it way quicker, and it's way simpler for me and for you. So yeah, it helps a lot. So right there you can see this is our junction, you know, where the food is coming from and going up, and you can see also that this block is retracted at the moment, and food that is arriving is basically collected. That happens when this farm has reached the max number of villagers. We have that at the moment, as you can see in our scale, and also see with the piston here retracted and yeah, the chute for the lava being open. So the overflow is activated. So that happens when this torch is unpowered. Because when it's unpowered it pulls this piston back, and so I just took a redstone line, brought it over here, extended it basically, and yeah, when it's unpowered, this piston that is sitting here is also unpowered, pulls back, and that's items in there. That helps of course a lot, because now we don't need items at the villager breeder, as they have reached maximum number anyways, and they have some food, you know, in a buffer, and will keep on breeding for a bit, as you see up there. So yeah, now we rather collect it right away. For now I store it in here. That is the one thing I added, and I added a second thing here, which is also really useful. And finally also pushed my glass block in here. So there's a glass block now inside the village's head here. You can see right now there is this dispenser, and they're not jumping. That is because the water is switched off, and yeah, we do that with this setup here. This is a falling and rising edge detector. Whenever the signal changes here, either, you know, being fully powered or not, this redstone block will move over and quickly disconnect from this redstone here, and thus send a quick pulse up into this block, which then hits the dispenser, and so we can switch the water on and off. So this here is a really nice and compact way to do a dual edge detector. You know, that is whenever you need to grab a pulse when a signal changes, which is really useful for many things, and I think this will be my standard dual edge detector now in the future for most things. And yeah, that basically concludes it, and now let's go back to survival and I can demonstrate some of the functions to you. So yeah, as you see, the farm is basically in shutdown mode at the moment, not doing anything, because we reached villager max and we're collecting food, which is really awesome. And yeah, the thing now is, if I pick up a few villages here and we go below the threshold, and an easy way for me to pick them up here was just doing this, get the guy out, and you heard the signal, you saw, and we're below the maximum threshold again, you know, because we took this guy out. We can see it in the scale. We could hear the acoustic signal. We could see that below here the piston pushed in again. You see it's closed, the villager is safe, the baby guy that just was bred after a short amount of time, and they were able to breed because you can see there's water in there again, and they start jumping again, and their heads poke out of the glass block, and thus they can share food and interact and do their thing again and start breeding. Oh, what is this guy actually? Oh, this is a toolsmith. We got you already, I'm sorry, but we could check what he has just for the sake of it. But yeah, that's that. I think now this setup is ready to go. I spent quite some time perfecting it because it's some sort of a centerpiece. And yeah, now I also want to do the collection or holding cells for them. And I think I will try out this idea with the dispensers, you know, a pest dispenser style setup. I saw some designs already when I mentioned it, people are working it. For example, Maizuma, he was tweeting at me, and I had some sort of similar setup, but he said he might do a tutorial for a design he came up with. And hey, if he came up with a good design, why not? Then we use that, and yeah, you guys can show him some love afterwards, which would work. So if you have great ideas about things I talk about, you know, I'm not like I always need to do stuff myself. If somebody has a good idea and you're part of the community, feel free to tweet it at me. Just use either, you know, hashtag World Tour Week, or just directly tweet it at me. I read that very actively, and I should not miss it if you tweet a screenshot or something, you know. So feel free. You're very well invited to help out here. You know, I'm not stubborn or insisting on doing everything myself. If somebody is smart, I love to stand on the shoulders of a giant. Well, looks like we don't even have to use our book. It is a Silk Touch pickaxe anyways. Efficiency 4, Silk Touch 3. Cool. I'll put some unbreaking on there if I can. Unbreaking 3, and then we have an awesome Silk Touch pickaxe. Sweet. Okay, we call her Silky. Silky. Yes. Alright, I should make ender chests. Well, I have a grand total of 13 ender pearls, which is quite lousy, but I'm not really lucky finding them. And I want to make at least 2 ender chests. So yeah, let's do this. It is worth it. Hashtag worth it. Because transporting stuff back and forth here from the base and the perimeter really gets to me. It gets a bit tedious. So now we need to find a good spot for the ender chest. So it looks cool and symmetrical. Would it be nice to have it here even? We can still reach the crafting table, right? Yeah. Doesn't even look so bad for now, I have to say. If I want to get down here, I can use it to align myself a bit better. That's decent. Okay, we have one additional one and now we can finally pick him up again as we got Silky. Looking at our little to-do list, I mean, we did some stuff already. We have the villager breeder done, and theoretically the trading hall. At the moment we don't need a full-blown trading hall. I don't want to build that now again anytime soon. A swiper mob farm, well, yeah, kind of. The iron golem farm is still not up and running, but at the moment I'm not using super much iron. The mining was good so far, but soon I need that for the bigger projects like witch farm and stuff. Flood chicken island. Lay out perimeter. Mark out the perimeter. Yeah, that would be also a job we need to do. The triple layer witch farm. And the swiper mob farm, so 2 designs, swiper or minecart based mob farm, I'm not quite sure yet. Those 2 I basically cannot do because of the guardian, putting us into a gridlock, you know. As long as the guardian temple is still there, affecting the mob rates, it doesn't make any sense at all to put any work into a mob farm there. Because, yeah, things just don't click if you have tons of guardians around all the time. It's pretty crazy how the witch farms are. Whoop, picked up some water. Look at that. I mean, that's some very, very, very tall trees that was made of, if you imagine it. And yeah, that's also cool. I just love the view of that. So yeah, of course, we don't want to always do like, you know, technical builds. I also, you know, have building skills and I developed them over the years. And sometimes a lot of people forget about that. I'm not complaining, you know, don't get me wrong, but I often think I'm this redstone guy and, you know, only mob farms. But I really like to make nice looking things. If you, for example, check out the first episodes, check around spawn, what I did there. Pretty good work already. And yeah, I had this place here where I was getting dirt. And I thought, yeah, I need to dig that out anyways. It needs to be removed. But of course it becomes a bit tedious to do it like that if you don't have a beacon about. So that's why I wanted to get one. So while I was standing over there, I was looking at that thing, and that is pretty much close to our base, and I imagine we would have some sort of viewpoint to that. And I was thinking, why not keep on modeling that thing and turn it into a volcano? I always liked that idea to have volcanoes in Minecraft. We don't have them, but maybe we could shape that out. It's kind of fitting, you know, we're out here in the ocean. We will remove a lot of the landscape around us anyways, because we have to do it for perimeter reasons. So yeah, back in the days I had the morningwood tree, a gigantic tree as a landmark to spice up the perimeter a bit. Maybe I'll try another tree build, but I have a different idea this time. But I thought this island here would be actually pretty good for a volcano. I mean, let's say if you cut down around here, that will work out, you know, and then I make it a bit higher. And the idea was to have it erupt regularly, basically controlled with a day-night sensor or some sort of timer I have to think about first. And then we would, you know, have lava flowing out of it. You can do that with dispensers. Should be no problem if you hide them properly and then make it look rough a bit. But we know the lines the lava would take, you know, so we could make it look a bit pretty, but also barren, like a volcano island. And I guess we will also have some active lava around. We need to be clever with lighting the place up, have it a bit dark, so we actually see a nice effect when the lava erupts, but also need to make sure no mobs can spawn on here, you know what I mean? So that is the challenge, I think. Let me check, is that swamp? swampland, so it's a bit tricky. You might see the odd slime here and there, but they should die quickly in the lava. Maybe we lay out some traps or so. Maybe we hide a villager somewhere, you know, and would that work? We could hide one over here. I think it wouldn't affect anything. Yeah, you know, in case zombies spawn, so we dispatch of them quickly. But that is the idea. So I guess, let me see, we don't have to remove the island behind it quite yet. I need to collect some more gold. I want to make a gold-based beacon. Need to sit in the AFK farm for a while. But I think I will do some terraforming here. And I also already think the block combinations that are there are making for a good volcano. You know, you don't want to go cobble with it. I hate cobble volcanoes. It needs to look natural. And I think that might go well. Maybe even add some soul sand. But, whoa. Yeah, I need to work on it a bit. Let's do some terraforming. I'm down for that today. Alright, I did put some work in and it's starting to look pretty decent. Yep, and the island behind it is disappearing more and more. But yeah, still don't like some of the angles. Here, the side angle already... Yo. The side angle I already like a lot. Here we got a decent flow. See that nice gradient here from that angle? Very good. But the front looks a bit, you know, plain. I need to extend the island up front here a bit and make it a bit more smooth going upwards here. That looks a bit rough up there and too regular. But we're getting there. The back side looks less impressive. I'm working on the front side basically now. And yeah, digging out here behind to get more stone, so that's how far I am. But it's getting there, and I had this idea just now when I was finding a lava patch back there. I was finding a coal patch, I mean. I was thinking maybe we could, you know, have some accents with coal blocks in there. You know, it could be kind of deserted area, like burned out a bit. Kind of dark spots that would probably add some more texture to it. And I think it makes sense. We should have, I mean, we could also have gold. If you think about sulfur, you know, that would come from a volcano or so. But I think that would be a bit too much. But I'm not quite sure. Maybe it would even look cool. But yeah. See, a bit of dark spots. We need some lava. And yeah, I want to have some areas like that where you imagine the lava would flow down. And then it would have, you know, touched the water and formed blocks here. You might have to bring in some cobble, but also maybe obsidian. But yeah, first up front here, I have to bring out the basic size of the whole thing a bit more. Like that. We need to be bigger, so we have a bigger foundation here to work up. And make it, give it a bit of a better flow. Alright. That looks pretty decent. I just had a zombie spawn over there. Okay, but I think that is pretty cool. So I was thinking while I was terraforming what we could do. We could have TNT going off regularly, you know. When the thing goes off there should be rumble and TNT and craziness. That would be nice, so I need to have a setup like that, and lava should be flowing. But for now we should try to get some more lava and put it there, and then I'm really looking forward to your feedback, guys, about yeah, what can be done to make a lava area look more lava-ish. What would be there vegetation wise? Is there good builds out there? Did you eventually make a good looking volcano or something like that, you know? That would be great to know. From here the shape is not perfect yet. We're missing some slopeness. You see how the perspective moves. We need to be careful not to fall down. Here we have a very nice shape. Nice volcano-like shape. In here it gets a bit flat then. Because I didn't work on the backside. So yeah. Get some lava. Right, I grabbed a little bit. So I was thinking of having, you know, lava pools like that. Enclosed. You know, just where it kind of symbolizes some lava is warping still and moving below or so. Maybe we could also have some kind of crevasses or little dents or little openings where lava is a bit exposed, you know. Something like that. kind of has hollowed out the area here, you know, so it branches off a bit more. Yeah, that looks cool, you know, the thing is still alive, and you know, that would be ways to light the place up. I mean, it's a dangerous place then, of course, but you don't wanna be on here and get caught up in the lava or something. But yeah, I guess that would work out. I would have to model it a bit better. Maybe even have the roof come over it. Let's see, like that. You want to have that exposed here. I don't know, would half slabs and things work out here for the lava as well? I'm not quite sure. We would see. Yeah, something like that is pretty cool. And now I wanted to try out one thing. I wanted to dump some lava from on top and just let it flow and see how it would naturally spread, because that is also something we have to take care of. You know, we have to, like, say here we have a dispenser and then we make the lava flow out this way or so, then it would flow down here. Now we have to see how it spreads, and later on we have to kind of prepare channels so it's not really overflowing. See how that goes, how it behaves there. Yeah, already is a pretty cool effect. Then it merges with the lava there below a bit. Let's see how far it flows out, and then we have to have some holes. It will make some smooth stone there, because we have kind of water sources. Okay, it will flow out that far. And here we kind of stop it a bit, because we have the hole here to kind of regulate the flow so we don't make it spread too crazy. But that's kind of cool. There's a pretty decent line already. Maybe it's a bit thick in the middle. I want to slim it down a little bit. So you have, like, I don't know, small streams coming out of the top, and then, you know, they get a bit wider going towards down, like here. This might be a bit too strong. We might do, or yeah, have it come over to the left side a bit more. Okay. Of course, it would take quite some time for the lava to vanish again. Whoop. What? Magic! Ow! We made the lava vanish. Interesting. Did I place it again? What did just happen there? We had the lava in our inventory, then it vanished, and this... No, the source block is gone. You kidding me? Alright, it's relogging time and it fixed it. There was some client-side glitch or something. And now it's updating as well. I mean, you know, back in the days, lava took forever to disappear. But the way it is right now, it is actually okay. We should not overdo it, you know, and have like super crazy amounts of lava flowing about, but that should work out. I might have to have... Man. Might have to have... Stop it, man. You guys are so annoying. I might have to have a bit smaller streams, though. Although, I mean, this didn't take too long to vanish again. If you have 3 or 4 of them coming down, you know what I mean? Wouldn't be too much stress. Takes maybe 1-2 minutes to disappear or so. And there it goes, and we're basically left with just the rest there. Just there anyways. I think that'll work out. I think about some mechanics, but also very happy if you guys give feedbacks and ideas what we could implement. But I want to have that thing go off temporarily, you know, in a regular time schedule. Better say like that, not only temporarily. That would be true too, but in a regular time schedule. That would be really cool. Maybe powered by day-night sensor. Although, you know, I don't know if it makes sense to have that thing going off like every night. Maybe I'll put it on a longer loop or something, yeah, we have to think about it. Leave me feedback about that. But now it's time to read some questions. Alright guys, book reading time. I need to chill a bit in the gold farm anyway, so I thought let's bring a book with me. It's like sitting on the toilet, you know. You read paper when you're sitting on the toilet, some people do. Anyways, I have Donald Duck comments on the toilets in case, you know, it takes longer here and there. Can happen. But yeah, too much information, Doc. Kiss Richard 21 hours ago. Doc, will you play CSGO, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, with the mighty Viking? No, he didn't say that, but yeah, when I think of Andersel, I have to think about that. Will I play CSGO with Andersel? Well, the thing is, you know, Andersel is really fond of his FPS playing. You know, he plays it for many years and is really good in that stuff. So he of course also has a YouTube channel, and when he plays Counter-Strikes, he always has this weird mix to go. You know, he can play it for fun, but he also needs to make sure to produce content for YouTube. So many of his FPS fans want to see good gameplay when he plays Counter-Strike. You know, if I would play and not being very experienced, not even close to his skill level when it comes to Counter-Strike or so, it would just be something we could do for fun if we had a crap ton of time. But yeah, we have YouTube channels, so we have to consider that. So whenever we play together or play something together with your YouTube buddies, you have to consider as well, can we maybe get a series out of it too for YouTube? So I would love to play it with Andersel, but I don't think Anders' fan base would really like it so much to see Anders, you know, being more, you know, held back by me not being good enough for him. But maybe, I don't know what his fans would say about it, or if Anders would be down. But I talked with Anders last week, and yeah, if we had some time the next few weeks or so, we want to do a series together. We have a plan for it. And I thought, as we both played The Forest already on our channels, and it has a co-op mode, we would really love to try that together. The German and the crazy Viking out in the woods. And I'd say that would be a nice collab we could do. So yeah, I hope that answers that question, and I'd say I'll chill here while the video keeps rendering. Need to collect some gold so we can make a beacon. Leave feedback about the stuff we did today. Thanks for being so gracious with the likes, and yeah, being so nice to me really makes my day. I'm a big teddy bear, you know, tall but sensitive. Later, guys.